Hi, so good to see you. Before I start, if it sounds a little bit different today, it's because I rushed out of the house and forgot my microphone. So I am using the microphone that is on my phone to do this today, and I did a little test. I could hear it just fine on my end. I hope that the quality is sufficient on your end and that it is all working the way that it should. I feel like this energy for the full moon, there's a lot of movement happening. So if you have been feeling like the last, I will say 3 years have been quite sluggish, or that you have been like walking through a denseness, like they're showing me like trying to walk through mud or moving through just slime. It doesn't necessarily feel that way, but it's that density is what I feel like we've been all walking through. At least I have. And there has been, the first part of it, a lot of resistance. Like, no, if I just keep working at it, it will eventually become easier. And I feel like the latter half of the 3 years, we, at least me, have gone into a state of surrender. And a surrender that includes just being and say, okay, fine, this is where we are. This is where I am now, fine. So this full moon, really it started as a new moon. So much has lifted. So it's like we have been in this place where it was heavy and now it's almost like something has been taken off of us. And while it feels maybe like a weighted blanket has taken off of us, the message that I'm getting is more about there's timing involved, there's integration involved, there's surrendering involved. If you're not doing that kind of work, this may not resonate with you, which is fine. There's a sense of like the density that is lifting, and a sense of abundance that is starting to trickle. And the way that you may experience that is different, but for me, it is starting with synchronicities. It is the way that it feels when you've made a decision and you're kind of like, where, is it the right one? But there's no sense of wondering. It's like, yes, this is the right decision. And then you're seeing all of the synchronicities come to you to validate that it is the correct decision. And if you see yourself in a place of wishy-washiness and you're just not sure, my suggestion for that is to lean into one or the other for a period of time. So let's just say you give yourself a week where you're leaning hard into one of your decisions. And you're going to start to pretend or visualize in your mind being in that choice. So if you have two choices ahead, like in front of you right now, then visualize one of them and do it really, really diligently with like, okay, I'm going to really feel what it feels like to be in a different scenario, and then see if there are synchronicities that follow. See how you feel inside your body. Does it feel exciting? Does it feel because fear and excitement are extremely similar. So if you're feeling afraid, breathe. And if it sort of starts to turn into excitement, that's a good thing, right? If you're feeling dull and heavy and reluctant and just sort of like, well, that would be easy, that would be fine. That to me is not a yes. That to me is a playing it safe. That is not necessarily the way that your higher self would want you to go. So take some time and feel into one of those. And if you want to feel into the other one too, like the next day or the next week, however, well, I would say at least a few days. Like if not a whole week, just give it a couple of days at minimum so that you can see the synchronicities come to you and you can really feel what it feels like to be in that visualization. And then if you want to go and visualize yourself in the other way, you can, but my guess is that you're going to get a pretty good answer, solid answer, once you step into one or the other. Okay. And so step into that. That's so for me, it has been a very exciting time. I got this this vision or download 2 weeks ago to create what is a sound healing center here in Lexington, and I have begun speaking it into existence by telling people about it, by really mapping out the visual, by looking for spaces, by going ahead and getting a domain name, by setting up an Instagram, by setting up a Facebook, linking those, getting my getting the ball rolling on starting the legalities of it, setting up a DBA, looking for insurance, looking for a place, all of the things, like really fast movement, and it feels urgent. And that feeling of excitement and the need to move, it's involuntary when you get into that space. It isn't like I am trying to do this. It's just like, oh well, this is the next logical thing to do. And I stop when I start to feel like my work for the day on this project has completed. It's not like I am working myself 24 hours a day on it. But when it comes up, I feel it and I go into it, lean into it all the way. I talk to spirit about it. I get specific on the vision of what I am drawing to myself, exactly what I need to get from where I am to where I will be, and letting myself get excited. Not letting all of those fear thoughts come in, because it doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve the project. It doesn't make sense to put those barriers in front of me. So if you have an idea, if you have a thing that you want to do, and you have been convincing yourself or your partner or anyone that you're talking to about why it won't work, then it won't work, because you're arguing for your limitations. Okay? So let's not do that. Let's argue for the possibilities. Let's argue for the can do. And that's what we're going to do today. Today, we're going to take the time, we're going to feel into it, we're going to let ourselves feel abundantly blessed. And you don't necessarily need to feel abundantly blessed in every part of your life for this to work. You just need to focus on something, okay? And I recently heard someone say it somewhere like, lean into the passion, move with, let me think about this a second. Let me get the words. Act on your highest passion or your highest excitement as often as you can for as long as you can. Okay? So act on that excitement for as often as you can, as much as you can. And so that doesn't mean you're at 100% the whole time. As often as you can, for as long as you can, as intensely as you can. So do as much as you can, and then take a break, rest. And then once you feel the excitement again, move towards it a little bit more. As long as you are taking the rest, and you're just allowing it to percolate and to be, the next time you're going to move it a little bit further into creation, into manifestation. And it's eventually going to reach you, okay? So think about the thing while you find yourselves getting into a place that is comfortable for you, settling into your seat. I also have a new instrument today I'm really excited about. So take a deep breath, exhale. I want you to bring into your mind's eye, or if you're in a place right now where you can journal, I want you to write out as much as you can about your vision. I want you to be as specific as possible. I want you to put numbers down. If you are visualizing a house, I want you to put down how many square feet, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what does the backyard look like? If you're visualizing a person, I want you to come up with all the attributes. What do they look like? How color eyes do they have? And what this is doing is you're placing your order with the universe right now. And you are setting parameters, because we're going to let go of this at the end. We're going to let go of this. We're not going to hold on to it. We're going to paint the picture, and we're going to release it. So use this time, if you want to journal about it while you hear it, while you're hearing the sound singing bowls, fabulous. If you want to meditate with it and then journal afterwards, amazing. But even if it's a mental exercise, take the time to ask as many questions and come up with the answers as possible. Yes. Okay. So you get comfortable. Let's put on an oil. Let's do, I'm using Daily Divine. I love this oil. If I can get some more out because I've used so much of it. Okay, let's open it up. So get an oil, and if you don't have an oil, an incense, a scent, get something that is a scent while we do this project, okay? Get an oil. I want you to put that on your throat chakra, and I want you to put that on your heart chakra. If you feel like called to put it anywhere else, if you really need help visualizing, maybe put it on your third eye. But I want you to put it on your throat chakra so that you can communicate this, and you can communicate with clarity, that we can feel the emotions, because that is going to be a huge part in actually bringing this into existence. And then I'm going to put a little bit, I don't want to get the oil on my dress, but I'm going to visualize this as going into my sacral, which is where we are physically creating this vision. Put it anywhere you need to, but that's what I'm doing. Put one hand over your heart chakra, one hand on your belly. Take a breath in and out. In and out. Close your eyes. Really feel yourself becoming grounded into this moment. And begin to visualize what you are currently leaning into. You got this. We're going to clear any root chakra blocks. You have enough. Where you are right now is the perfect place to be for what you are stepping into. You wouldn't be ready to step into it if you weren't exactly where you are and know exactly what you know and have lived exactly how you've lived. You're in the right spot. Everything that you need to take the next step is there. It is waiting for you to step into it. I have enough. I am enough. I do enough. Deep breath in and out. And so it is. Do me a favor and smile right now. Keep it on, even if it feels fake. especially if you have struggled with the receiving of information or connection to your higher self. And even if you don't struggle with that, let's create an even wider channel, or widen, broaden, strengthen the channel you have. Visualizing a flower that's sitting on top of your head, and it is blooming open. Allow the petals to unfold. And welcome the inspiration from your higher self. Let your imagination take over, because your imagination and your intuition are deeply connected. It strengthens it. If you are afraid to speak your vision for fear of someone taking your idea or something else, people not believing you or believing in you, then writing it down can be powerful also. Or just talking when you're alone in the car or in your room. The more you speak your vision, the more confident you're going to feel and the more excited you're going to be about it. It's going to be okay. Because this idea comes from you. And if something happens to this idea, something goes sideways for any reason, that's okay. It's okay. Because the idea comes from through you. So there will always be another one. Speak life over yourself and your vision. Speak life over your family, your business, your home. That means using positive words. It's like a prayer. So think of some words right now. It could be just one word or a few or a sentence about your vision. Something that brings more light and love and energy into existence through your words. It could also be an affirmation. may be in your heart. There are so many things that you've had to stop and redirect. Life does not look anything the way that you thought it would. And so it's okay. It's okay to have those feelings. It's not okay to let them hold you back. Breathe in. Exhale. I release any emotions that hold me back from manifesting my highest and best good on this planet. I release the emotions that hold me back from living my purpose. I allow myself to feel excited and happy for what is to come. I allow myself to feel excited and happy. So good. It's gonna be so good. I feel more confident every day that I align with my higher purpose. I become more confident every day as I align with my higher purpose. through me. And we anchor it through our root. Allow your awareness to come back into the room and back into your body. Take a moment to ground. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here. This felt so expansive to me, and I hope it did for you. If you feel so inclined to share a little bit of your vision in the comments, I would love to hear them. And as always, I look forward to seeing you next month on the full moon. I love you. Bye.